Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I recently did a video on items you can carry for sort of emergency uses, legal carry items. I'll put a link to the video to that. In this video I'm going to show you some wearable self-defence items. So these are items that will protect you in cases where someone may be attacking you, terrorist attacks, robberies, stuff like that. This is all stuff you can wear to protect yourself. So what I'll do now is I'll pan the camera down to a tabletop and I'll show you as many items as I can think of that you could wear to protect yourself in a dangerous situation. So what we have here are various items, things you can wear and stuff you can carry for emergencies in self-defense type situations or anything where you're being attacked. I'll go over everything I've got here, and there are a couple of things I don't have which I can mention as well. So we'll go over some of the things I mentioned in the last video, which are boots. Boots are always really good. They're heavy duty boots. You can wear steel toe caps for good protection. Boots are just a good way to protect your feet, your ankles, and you know, they are very hard wearing. Another thing I mentioned in the last video was these gloves. Now these are sort of riding gloves with hardened knuckles. These will protect your hands, protect your knuckles, and they're very cheap, to be honest. You can get those for about £5 each. We've got some more gloves here. Now these are cut-proof gloves, or cut-resistance gloves I should say. And these have a material inside that make them quite difficult to cut. And these ones, being leather, do look like nice sort of driving gloves. You can get ones that just have the standard sort of look of the inner glove part. And you could probably get lots of variations of these. I assume you could probably get women's style gloves. But these are good because they will protect your hands against knives, stuff like that. They are not stab proof though. They are just slash resistant, but could make a difference if you had to say grab a blade or something. It's a lot better than doing it with your hand. You can also get, in the same material as these, as what's inside, you can get sleeves, slash proof sleeves, slash proof t-shirts, slash proof long johns, trousers. So there is a big range of slash proof clothing that you can get nowadays. T-shirts, I think you could probably even get jumpers nowadays in the slash proof material. So there's those gloves. Another item we have here is a bump cap. So these have a hard insert. These are sort of workman's type gear to protect your head. But you can take these inserts out and put them into a more sort of stylish hat. Probably any hat these may fit in. It'd be worth looking into, seeing if you can get these inserts and see if you can fit them into the hat that you like to wear. And that adds a good level of protection for your head. We have various types of body armour here. Now I've got the 3 different types here to tell you the different options you can buy. So this one here is a second-hand ex-police vest. You can buy these on eBay for around about £30. There are bullet and stab resistant vests. Always make sure you're getting a dual vest, which is bullet resistant and stab resistant vests, because although stab resistance is mildly bullet resistant vests are not stab resistant at all. So you must have some kind of stab protection if you want to stop knife threats. So you can get those, as I said, cheap on eBay, about 30 quid. Just look up ex-police body armour, something like that. You'll find them on there, about 30 quid. They are used, but they still work because often the stab protection in these are small metal plates or chainmail, stuff like that. This one here is a new vest, brand new vest, bought recently. You can get these for around about 200 quid. The sizes will be small, medium, large, so you sort of get what you get, if that makes sense, because you can get custom fit vests, which I'll show you next. Yeah, brand new, 200 quid each, good quality, lightweight, not very thick. There's loads and loads of websites that do those. You can also get custom fit vests like this one. I had this one custom fit to my body, so you send measurements of your chest, waist, your neck to your belly button, say, and all those measurements, and they'll make you a vest to your actual specific body. These are a lot more expensive. These cost around about 500 quid, brand new. Very good quality, will fit you perfectly, but will cost a lot. You can also get on eBay cheap Chinese body armour. Now, I don't have that here at the minute, but I have done tests on them, and I have got one of these. And those tend to consist of metal plates that have been riveted together, and they look very similar to this one, and they will stop knives, and sometimes you can get those for around about 30 quid brand new. And you know, they do the job. I have tested them. Another thing I would recommend carrying is some kind of first aid kit. I've got a couple of options here to show you. So here I've just got a little small first aid kit that I made up. You can put various things in these. One of the things I would recommend putting in something like this are these CELOX hemostatic gauzes for stopping life-threatening bleeding. You will need one of these and a bandage. You can get smaller bandages than this. So these are quite expensive, but if you had a life-threatening wound, these could potentially save your life. So that one is the bandage, or the gauze, and you put a bandage around it. And this one are the hemostatic granules that you'd pour into a wound. And they are, I think these started off as like a military product, and quite often people use them for jobs where they're using chainsaws and stuff like that, something where you cut yourself very badly and you may need something like this. And as you can see, they're small. You could fit that in your pocket or a little pouch. You can get a smaller bandage for that, a lot smaller than that. That was just the one I had to hand. So yeah, those can be bought online. Another thing I'd recommend carrying is, I have mine in a little tin, and what I have in this tin are various other things, but I also have some credit card size plastic cards. So any sort of old plastic cards you don't need, sometimes they're old phone cards, you know, the phone cards where you do your top up, wrap around those some duct tape, and they are good for stopping bleeding, because often if you have to hold your hand over a stab wound, your hand won't seal it up properly, whereas you put a plastic credit card over it, hold that on, it seals up the wound much better, will stop bleeding. And you can also, if you have puncture wounds in your abdomen, they can stop your lungs collapsing because it seals the wound. I'll keep a few of those in there. Another thing you can wear are sunglasses that are also heavy duty eye protection, similar to what you'd wear at work, eye protection goggle type things. You can get some that look like standard sunglasses that protect your eyes a lot better than one of those. So now we'll go on to some improvised armour that you can wear. So often rucksacks will have a big pouch in the back, and what you can do is put magazines in the back. So 2 magazines like this, these are about 1/2 inch thick when they're together, or about 12-14 millimeters, and I've tested this with knives and it's very, very difficult to penetrate very far into these. And you can keep these in the back pouch of a backpack like that, and wearing it will protect your back, but you can also put this bag on your front like body armour, put your arms through, and you could wear that on your front like body armour if need be, or you could hold it up like a shield, stuff like that. Another thing you can do, you can buy second-hand body armour panels that will fit in a bag as well. So you could then have stab and bullet protection in a bag as you carry it. Same with this bag here. This bag has got a big pocket in the back that you could put magazines or a stab proof panel in, or a bullet resistant stab protection panel in the back of that, and again hold that up like a shield. So those are some of the items I know of. There are some other things that you can wear, things like thick leather jackets, motorbike jackets. Motorbike jackets often have parts of armour on them. Again, motorbike trousers, any sort of real heavy duty stuff could protect you. There are workman type trousers that would be slash resistant, have Kevlar in them. And you can get various types of protective pads and armour that you can wear. I don't know if they would be for your everyday type thing, but they again can protect you in certain situations. But what I have here is more what I would class as your everyday items that you can wear. So yeah, let me know if you have any ideas and what you think. There'll be some product links in the description if you want some of these things, because some of these things may be harder to find, so I'll try and find them for you. So just look in the description, and if they're there, hopefully you can buy them. But yeah, I really like some of these items. The bag thing I think is brilliant. You just have protection on your back at all times if you've got your bag on you. And magazines are extremely cheap as well. Just make sure it's about ½ inch thick though, so you may need a few. Body armour is cheap. A lot of these items are reasonably cheap to buy. So yeah, hope you found the video helpful. Don't forget to like the video, share it if you know anywhere you could share it. Definitely subscribe. I do a lot of these kind of things. Leave me a comment, and yeah, cheers for watching everyone. See you later.